or Twitch.
All right. I have notified everybody
And
that we are going.
you're viewing me? Good. 3, 2, 1.
I know that music. Oh, that's a club sandwich.
What's up, everybody?
Can
Welcome
people
to
hear me?
Everyday Talks with Aiko and.
Psycho. And don't forget to subscribe, share us with your friends, like this video, give it a big, big, big blue thumbs up, and hit that reminder bell so you're notified when we drop new content. We'd appreciate it very much. Thank you for helping us grow our site,
Hail to
our
the
show,
yeah.
our show. And that is a club sandwich, and I love a good club sandwich, but no pickles. Pickles are not so good.
Which reminds
It's
me, we
definitely
need to
pickles
point
on.
out that today we are talking about food obsession. Fast food obsession,
Fast
to
food
be
obsession.
particular.
Yes. Yes, we are getting into fast food today. One of my favorite subjects, and I believe Aiko as well. I believe he had Panda Express today and Burger King yesterday. So I mean, we've got an expert today to talk about fast food.
That'll be both of us,
But
indeed.
yes, that's true. I'm a mcaholic. I'm a mcaholic. There's nothing wrong with a good sausage McMuffin with egg in the morning. And no, we are not sponsored by McDonald's, although we would gladly accept sponsorship. But I love a good sausage McMuffin with egg and a frappe, a mocha frappe. Good, 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 good,
That
good.
would be good.
Yes, then we go like you had Panda today, Panda Express. I bet you had orange chicken.
Yes,
Pretty
I did.
good, yeah. Did you get chow mein with it?
Of course.
All right. Look at you getting it. So, anywho, Aiko's over here pushing buttons and things on the screen, so I'll
Yeah,
do all
because
the
it's not
talking.
showing the damn screen. There, I think
There it is.
well, for you it is. I'm on Twitch right now, and it's showing that stupid wavy pattern. And
It
wait
looks,
for
it looks normal.
it. That didn't do shit
Wait
either. There
for
it
it. Wait
goes.
for it.
There we go. Now, if anybody
Bum,
does
bum.
end up watching us on Twitch, they will see this beautiful sandwich. Bro, I would eat this. I
Welcome
would
to
eat
the
a sandwich like
sandwich.
this
Sandwich.
any day, but it needs more meat on it.
Yeah, all I see is lettuce, tomatoes, cheese, pickles, and bread. I
There's
don't even
bologna
see
right
any
there.
meat. Do you see bacon on
There's
it? Oh,
bologna right there, or
is that bologna?
turkey or ham or whatever
It's
that is,
bologna?
right there. Just one freaking slice.
Oh wait, I think
Here,
I see a
here. You know what?
slice of bacon hanging
If you
off the top.
if you take this
Is
slice of
that
bread off,
bacon?
this slice of bread off, and add meat, it would be awesome. Because that's too much bread. You're not gonna taste anything but the bread, and maybe some lettuce, because there's a lot of that.
Yeah, yeah. There's nothing wrong with like a triple decker sandwich. I mean, like with ham and turkey and bacon and three slices of toast. And I don't like American cheese. I'm not a fan. So
Swiss
you
is
throw
great.
some Swiss on there and some cheddar. Boom.
Yeah. Sweet.
Yeah, but I like the grill mark. That toast. That's pretty much everything in the world. That's right.
I've been having sandwiches lately, like Swiss cheese, turkey, and mayonnaise. It's been good enough for me lately.
Mm, that's good stuff.
But
That's good stuff. I like to do hot ham and cheese on a ciabatta roll. Mm-mm-mm. Very,
I'm
very good.
okay with ham from time to time, but I don't like it like generally. Like I don't just go out of my way to get it. I don't know. I don't think that there's anything wrong with
Oh,
it, but it
I
just tastes
will.
something for me.
I will go out of my way to eat the pig. I like pork. Pork is good. I love ham. I'm not a big fan of like turkey, that turkey lunch meat. You know that big things turkey go to the deli and they cut it all up and whatnot. Not a fan of that turkey. I don't know why. It tastes salty and weird. It doesn't taste like real meat. It's probably some sort of meat slurry shaped into some sort of shape and colored with like markers or something. I don't even know how they cook it. But moving on, we're talking about fast food, not deli food. That's a whole nother subject.
And there's a lot of places that still could be considered
Fast
fast food, even
food.
if they are a sit-down restaurant. Because even places like McDonald's, not
Yeah, you
sponsored
got
by any of these people. Just a heads up, we are not sponsored by any of them. We love their food. Don't get me wrong. We are not sponsored by them. So anybody that we mentioned in this
I like
video, any
Taco Bell
companies or
breakfast.
anything, we will be doing nothing but talking good about them. Firstly, and secondly, we are not sponsored by any of them. Thank you. Go ahead.
You're welcome. Oh,
I almost forgot. We probably need to get that. You know, speak that out, and please don't choke and die again.
I just choked on my own spit. I'm like, how's that happen? It's like all this, and we're talking about fast food, so my mouth fills up with saliva because I'm all like, oh, I love fast food. And the next thing I know, it just oozes its way down the wrong tube or something. I just
Oh my
choke on it.
god.
It must be an old people thing. I don't even know, but it
No,
happens
I do that all the
frequently.
time. But here's the thing: if you're talking and you swallow at the same time, whether you do it subconsciously or consciously, if you're still talking, that means that the little flap that covers the air hole to your lungs is open when the saliva goes down your throat, which means it goes right into your lungs.
Oh,
Yippee!
look at me. I'm slowly drowning myself. What every day I'm just adding more fluid to my lungs. Is there a way to pump that fluid out? I'm just
Yeah,
curious.
it's called coughing. If you cough hard enough, you cough it right back out.
But it never comes back out. But part of my problem is I have like postnasal drip from my allergies. So
Yep.
I'm already like constantly, yeah, it's horrific. It's allergy season up here in Michigan. And Lord have mercy on my soul. I don't know if I'm going to survive this year.
Well, you need to. We all need to survive this year, so that we can see what happens next with fast food and the new delicious creations that they come out with. Let me just say that lately
Yeah.
I'm
And
addicted
so
to
let's
Burger
get
King.
with fast food.
I'm
Yeah, I
very
know. You've
addicted to
been
Burger
going
King.
there a lot. Do you have the Burger King app? Because you get some really good deals with the Burger King app.
No, but I went to Burger King
Yeah.
like five times on a $25 gift card because they have a two for
Well, you
five deal.
even if you yeah, but
Delicious.
even if you're using your gift card, you should be using your app because every time you have them scan your app, even if you're using a coupon or not,
Yeah, you get
you earn
points.
free food. You get points for free food. And
See,
I'm
I
telling you
keep
what, free
telling
food
myself
tastes
to
better
do
than
that.
food you ever paid for.
I don't. I never have done that though. It's stupid. I downloaded the app for my last job and used it there mostly because like if you get enough points, you get like cheaper gas and stuff, which is a big deal. I didn't care to get points
Yeah.
for McDonald's or Burger King because I'm just over here. I'm like, it's $5. It's nothing. But I did the last time I went. I got two of their Whoppers. I got two Whoppers with extra of like the mayo and ketchup and stuff on it, and it cost me $10 just for two
Oh
burgers.
Lord.
So, and it was
Mm-mm. See,
so
that's
filling.
crazy.
It was so filling.
Well, I imagine it was because you got two Whoppers. I can like eat. I don't. Well, first off, I'm super picky, so all I eat is like lettuce and mayonnaise on my burger. So mine isn't as filling as yours because you're gonna have the tomato and the onion and all the extra stuff. I just get all that lettuce.
Is it even a
Yeah.
burger anymore if all you have
Mm-mm-mm-mm.
is lettuce on it?
Well, it's got lettuce and mayonnaise, and sometimes I'll throw a little ketchup on there for shits and giggles. I have
So
a tomato
just
allergy.
lettuce and
So
mayonnaise.
yeah, you don't like lettuce and mayonnaise?
No, I'm saying just lettuce and mayonnaise. Do you have a bun with that? Do you have a burger with that?
Well, well, duh. Yeah, it's the
I'm
Whopper
kidding.
sandwich.
I'm
You get the
kidding.
meat and the
I'm
bun.
kidding.
You get the meat
Well,
and the bun. So let me tell you something about the Whopper sandwich. Back in the olden days when you were just a little squirt, Burger King had this sandwich called the BK broiler. And that thing was on the Whopper bun and it was bomb.com. McDonald's.com. That sandwich was everything in the world that was right. It was delicious. It had lettuce and mayonnaise on it. It was amaze balls. It was this weird chicken patty. It was like flame broiled, and it tasted so good. And then they changed it, and I adjusted myself to their whole grain bun and the smaller sandwich. It was still good. It was just a little bit of smaller sandwich, still good. And then
Right.
they got rid of it. I'm like, you bastards, why? Why did they get rid of that sandwich? Well, I could not have been the
It's just like
only
every time they
person
do
on this
anything with
planet
these
that
things.
loved to have a sandwich.
Well,
I
you
can't
definitely
even
can't be.
with that one. That I quit eating Burger King for the longest time because they took my sandwich away. But they have chicken fries. Are you serious? Who the hell wants chicken fries?
They're good.
Pasteurized processed chicken food, little strips. Ew. No
Hey,
spanks.
okay, I
I'll be
gotta give
taking a
Burger King
BK
credit for
broiler
having
for
a better
100
chicken strip than McDonald's chicken nuggets. And that's saying something. But I still love McDonald's chicken nuggets. I
I
do
don't know.
get them every once in a while, but I
Oh,
love
yeah.
their Big Mac. That's
I
my thing.
remember when the McNuggets first came out. I could tell you, I worked at wasn't working at McDonald's at that time. I was working there when they came out with some sort of salad. But when the nuggets came out, my parents went to McDonald's, got us the nuggets. You could get like teriyaki sauce, and it came with chopsticks. It was amazing. That was my first experience with chicken nuggets. I was a teenager. I don't think I was driving yet, so I was like probably 15 or 14 or something. I just aged myself. I'm like 9,000 years old, folks. A new tut.
Welcome to being
I just called him
vampires. That's our next
King
episode.
P.
What it's like to live in the daylight as a vampire.
Blah, blah, blah. Want to suck your blood.
Okay, we're not as
Excuse me,
lame
I
as
need
Dracula
your.
was.
I don't know if Dracula would appreciate being called lame. Just
What's
putting that
Dad
one
gonna
out there. I
do?
think he has like a temper problem.
What's Dad gonna do? Suck my blood?
Probably.
Ah!
I, blah blah. You're gonna suck my blood.
Hey, have you ever seen
Like that.
Transylvania? Even he makes a point. I don't say blah, blah, blah.
I don't care. Blah 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 blah. It just
Okay,
sounds
well,
better when you do that. I mean,
dude, like,
you
let's
could
just
walk
feel
up
bad
to
for them.
somebody and be like, "Oh, I'm gonna suck your blood." And
Let,
that sounds super creepy. But if you walk up to somebody and you're like, blah, blah, I'm going to suck your blood, it's definitely more vampire
no!
instead of creepy. I mean,
It,
it's still creepy.
it's more cringy, especially in today's world. If you ever walked up to like someone like that today, they would probably cringe at you back in the day too, when Dracula was supposedly like came into being and whatnot. And can we just, appreciate the fact that like we're human because we actually get to eat food. They can't. They can't eat
Well,
all this delicious food.
Dracula is based on Vlad Dracul, a I don't know, some sort of lord or something over there in Romania, fought off the Turks and whatnot. He's Vlad the Impaler. He used to impale people on sticks. It takes forever to die when you're impaled. Yeah. So he earned a reputation. That's why they called him a Dracula or something. Dracula means dragon or something. Yeah, it's a whole story. It's like a whole. We'll have to do a whole episode on Vlad the Impaler.
Well, welcome to Fast Food Addiction, where we discuss vampires and what it's like.
Oh, what is it? The Earl of Sandwich? The Earl of Sandwich is actually made by the Earl of Sandwich. Did you know that?
Wait, what? That sounded so
The
backwards in
restaurant.
my head. So,
Okay. The Earl of Sandwich. Sandwich shops. I believe you have them in Florida. I know for sure there's one in Orlando at
never heard of him.
Disney. Earl of Sandwich. They have sandwiches. They make sandwiches and like hot sandwiches, cold sandwiches. They're almost like Firehouse, but it's called the Earl of Sandwich. But it was made by the Earl of Sandwich
Okay,
because the Earl of Sandwich actually exists.
right.
I know. Weird. Yeah, rando moment. I could be wrong, but I'm pretty sure that I'm right. I think I researched that one long time ago because I was like, why does the Earl of Sandwich have a sub shop called Earl of Sandwich? Yeah. So Yeah, they just have sandwiches. I think they have them in Orlando. They might have them in Miami too. I don't know.
I have no idea. It's the first time I've ever heard of them, so
Hmm. Well, did you see that Panera has come out with a fried chicken sandwich
everybody's doing that now. Ever since the Popeyes versus Chick-fil-A, everybody's been doing that.
versus
And I'm
KFC?
personally not. I'm not partial
KFC,
to either of those. By the way, I'm not partial to particularly
I
Popeyes
am.
or Chick-fil-A because I love both. It just depends on what I'm in the mood for.
I have,
Now, I did used to spend
yeah.
about $25 on one meal for myself at Popeyes, but it was I always
Holy
got the I
smokes!
got the boneless chicken strips, the big ones. You just get a big
Yeah.
freaking box of them for like $25. I got the hot ones. I wouldn't dip them in anything. I just ate them. They were so good. The
Oh my.
spice was perfect. The hot sauce stuff they use in it is really good. No, it was good.
Hmm.
The only upside that Chick-fil-A has
Yeah.
in that case is the prices. I don't go to Chick-fil-A and spend $25 to $30 on myself. I could probably walk away spending between $5 and $10 and just get a regular meal or something, and I'll be okay. But when I go to Popeyes, I'm like, yeah, I gotta get that. Here's $25. But I love
Yeah.
both.
Up here
I
in
do.
Michigan, Chick-fil-A. Yeah, up here in Michigan, Chick-fil-A is definitely not common. Um,
Really.
Especially the further north that you go. I do believe there's like a Chick-fil-A in the Detroit area or something on a college campus.
Huh.
Maybe I think there might be one in Lansing. I'm not 100% certain. There's not very many Chick-fil-A's in Michigan.
I'm actually
Um,
surprised.
we have Steak and Shake. Yeah, we do have Steak and Shake. We have Popeyes. Now I have not tried the Popeyes chicken sandwich. I love KFC's chicken sandwich. I crave that thing. It is delish.
The KFC here is
Yeah,
okay.
it's off.
The one in Tennessee was way better. That's saying
Yeah,
something.
I think you got to be careful. Yeah, be careful with your KFCs. But the KFC near me, the closest, I live 20 minutes, 25 minutes from any fast food whatsoever. So I haven't been able to eat much fast food at all. But back when I lived in the city, we used to do this thing called fast food fiesta. You just get whatever you want. You go to all the restaurants. We just sit in the car and eat it. Sometimes we take it home. It just depends. You just go to every fast food. You get whatever you want. You get I think one time we did fast food fiesta for breakfast. So we went to Taco Bell. Tried the new Wendy's breakfast when they came out. This was during the COVID pandemic when it first started. So it's me and my friend Rachel. We did the fast food fiesta for breakfast. We did a couple different restaurants. We've done that. We even went to the Japanese hibachi and got that stuff to go and ate it in the car.
Ooh.
Yes, we did. I know. Woo-hoo. But I'll tell you what, talk
Surprisingly,
about
I
fast food.
did like this hit bot. Sorry, something got stuck in my throat. I'm eating candy at the same time. We went to
Uh-oh.
Samurai's, and that place
No
is
worries.
delicious. And Um, we would usually get the hibachi, but me and mom ended up just doing sit down at it, and it turns out that it's just really good. I would get like the sushi and stuff, and you could just get the same meal. All you're really paying for the hibachi is, the show. And after you've seen it 100 times, it kind of does lose its charm. At least for me, it did. I was like, I don't need to do that. And if it's just me and mom, we're not exactly like a big party. I don't. We're not going to go out of our way to make them sit us down over there. If we have a big group of people, yeah, sure, let's do it. Let's go do hibachi. That made it more worthwhile because then you still have either the newcomers or the people that still just love watching that, so you get to watch their reactions and you're fascinated with that.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Yeah,
hibachi was good.
that was good when we
They
did
had the
finally after
best
they
fried rice.
started allowing. Yeah, after they started allowing people into the restaurants again, we went to that was my first hibachi experience and it was very interesting. I
Mm.
actually liked it. It was good. It was good. But let's talk about fast food breakfast. I mean, since we're on the subject of
You know what?
fast
Yeah,
food, and have you had Taco Bell's fast food breakfast?
I
It's amazing.
do love. I love their breakfast. You know who I hate for breakfast? It's sad because they're one of my favorite restaurants for everything else.
Uh-oh,
Hardee's,
let's hear it. Hardee's. We don't have that up here.
Carl's Jr.
Is that like? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
We don't have that up here. I'm telling you, hey, we're in the Arctic Circle or something like that. Nothing comes up here. It's crazy.
Well, okay,
Just
so
birds in the summer.
it's okay. It's firstly, it's not because their breakfast tastes bad. It's because for whatever reason I cannot handle it. Like I swear they drown it in grease
Oh,
or something. Because when
yeah.
I went there a couple times with friends and ate, and I was like, this is good, and it felt like every vein and blood vessel in my body was on fire for like several whole minutes.
Oh,
I could not move. I could not get myself
oh
to
yeah.
move
That's
because it
no good.
hurt. It was just this burning sensation throughout my body, and it freaking sucked. The same thing happened at Waffle House, and I think that I might have killed my my body when I worked at Waffle House because I worked as a chef and you could eat for free. So I would make eggs and I would make the hash browns and stuff. And I forget what the challenge was called, but me and a friend were both cooks, and he told me about the challenge. I was like, let's do it. it's,
Yeah,
it's one of their waffles, and you know
I
how
love
freaking big
Waffle
those
House.
are. Hey, it's one of those waffles. Two
Mm-hmm.
eggs, four pieces of bacon, two pieces of sausage, um, all of the toppings on like a large hash brown with all of the toppings on it. And I'm just like, I mean, it was
Uh-uh.
massive. It was their big plate, full all the way to the sides, and at
Mm-hmm.
least a few inches tall.
That's nuts. Yeah, I could eat that. Every time
I
we
think I
now we
ate three
have
quarters of it. He finished the whole thing. I'm just sitting there going, I'm never doing this again.
yeah, we don't have Waffle House up here either. So anytime I go south, that's like one of the first places I visit is Waffle House. Love that place. But I tell you, the McDonald's, not the McDonald's, the breakfast that I don't care for the most would be Burger King breakfast. I just am not a fan, except their little junior burritos with just the egg and the cheese and the little piece of sausage.
Huh.
I like those. I don't know why. I do. I do like those little weird things. With a frappe from McDonald's. Fast food fiesta. Mm-hmm.
I'm okay
For
with
sure,
Burger
for sure.
King breakfast, but I don't think I like their eggs. I think it's the eggs that get
Yeah,
to me.
I don't know. Yeah, the folded egg or the powdered egg or whatever kind of egg that is. I don't know what's up with their egg, but yeah, I like the McDonald's is sausage McMuffin with egg is my favorite breakfast sandwich out there. I'll eat that. I could eat that every day if I lived close to a McDonald's. And they always have a coupon, buy one get one, or buy one get one for a quarter. Or they do their specials, 2 for $4, 2 for $5, and yeah, and I share it with my dog because she loves McDonald's too. she sees the she sees the golden arches when we're driving, and she loses her cookies. She's ready to stop. She's like, McDonald's. I'm in the drive-through, and she's trying to get her head out the window so she orders. She's like, whoa, 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 the drive-through window.
Oh my god.
She's letting them know she wants her cup of water and her sandwich. Oh yeah. And she loves McDonald's, her favorite. She likes ice cream too from there or Dairy Queen.
Have you ever had the
hmm
KFC bowl?
I don't really care for my food mixed up. I told you I'm picky.
You're missing out then.
So I hear.
Picky or not, you are missing out on that. That one is a good one. That one was good. Let's see, what's another
Yeah,
place that's good that's fast food?
yeah. I don't really feel like I'm missing out on that at all. I'm not a fan of mixing my food together. I realize once it gets inside, it's all mixed together, but I'm like, not before it gets inside, it doesn't have to be. So I choose it to not be.
I mean, for
Yeah.
the most part, I'm the guy that like if I know what I like the most, I save that for last. Period.
I'll tell you what, when it comes to subs, though, Jersey Mike's has blown every other sub out of the water as far as I'm concerned. I love their bread. I love their sandwiches. Now that's a turkey sandwich. I'll do the turkey with the provolone, lettuce and mayonnaise and salt and pepper, and do it with the oils and the vinegars and all that. Oh Lord, have mercy! I love that
I
sandwich.
love
I
Firehouse.
do.
And mom's always got points for that
I have to
anyway.
drive
So
2 hours.
you have to
I have
drive
to
how
drive
far?
2 hours to get to Jersey Mike's.
What the
I'm
hell?
gonna have to have Rachel bring me Mike's. Rachel, if you're listening to this podcast, I'd like a Jersey Mike's sub next time you come up.
You could all just move
This
to
coming
Florida, and we
weekend.
could live in like one of the best states in the U.S. right now, and there's food like everywhere. So,
I
hey,
know. I, I lived in Jacksonville. There was like Crystals, Sonic, Steak and Shake,
there's
Taco Bell,
everything here
McDonald's, Burger
too.
King.
Burger
What a
King,
burger. You guys
Wendy's.
have what burger? What a
Oh, in
burger.
Jacksonville, yeah, we
Do you eat
do.
at Whataburger?
I've never had Whataburger. I have actually
You've
never
never,
had it.
I had Whataburger one time. My son and I stopped when we lived in Jacksonville. We went over and got a Whataburger because we had to check it out. It was over by the Walmart off. We would go, I lived in Orange Park and we would continue heading south to that Walmart. I don't know what town that was in. It was going towards Green Cove Springs, but I can't remember. I think it was St. John's or I can't remember. St. John's Island or some such like that. But yeah, there's Walmart there and there's Whataburgers. We'd stop in there and check it out. We loved a Steak and Shake was my son's favorite when we were there. I'm like, I hardly ever cooked when my kids were younger. I was working too much.
Oh
I'm
yeah.
not gonna lie. We ate fast food, or we'd go out to eat. Oh yeah, we go out and eat at chain restaurants and things like that, Olive Garden, stuff like that.
Ooh.
In Florida, we went to Waffle House several times, and
Yeah.
Denny's. You guys have Denny's there?
I haven't been to Denny's in a while,
Yeah,
so I can't really give an opinion on that. I know I'm pretty okay with it, but I'm gonna be honest. I like IHOP. I still like IHOP.
I'm not a fan. Not a fan of IHOP.
Huh.
We got IHOP up here. Not a fan. I've been there a couple times, and I mean the food was okay. I mean, I wouldn't say it was awful. I wouldn't say the food was terrible. Food was okay. Service was great for the most part. I'm like, it wasn't like, I would rather go to Bob Evans. I don't know why.
Okay, what
I just
about
would. I
Cracker
just go
Barrel?
to Oh, I haven't been to Cracker Barrel in years,
Oh,
but man, their food is off the chain good.
I love
I
Cracker
never
Barrel.
got anything at Cracker Barrel that I didn't like. I tried new things there
I'm
and
gonna be
everything was
honest,
delish.
yes, because the first time I broke away from whatever I normally got, I started getting their chicken fried steak. That thing is
Hmm.
so good, coated with gravy and everything. Oh my God.
Yeah.
It's so good.
Oh, I can fricassee up a chicken fried steak that'll make tears happen in ones. I love chicken fried steak. That's some good stuff.
Shoot, I also love that they
Mm-mm-mm-mm-mm.
have just like the weird sodas and candies and everything too in their little gift shop area.
Yeah.
They have some of the best stuff there. And sometimes I still see like the
The
little
taste.
babies and I still want to buy some of them because they're just freaking
Yeah.
adorable.
Yeah. I love their gift shop. The gift shop is amazing. There's lots of cool things to look at in there. But have you tried their chocolate cake? It's like a Coca-Cola cake. That's amazeballs too.
If they even still have it on the menu, I'll have to. But if they don't, if
They
that's not
might
an
not.
option anymore, then no, I have
Yeah.
not.
They might not. I can imagine they take that off the menu. That was delish. That was a really good piece of cake. I'll tell you that. I love chocolate cake. Chocolate cake's one of my favorites. I think McDonald's should have chocolate cake. I'm just putting that out there. But I'll
What?
tell you what,
So that
Burger King
so
has
that
the
their
Hershey.
refrigerator can break, i- and then you won't be able to get chocolate cake because they have to refrigerate it. I'm sorry.
Rude,
Hey, hey, hey,
rude,
hey, hey! I have been to far
rude.
too many McDonald's and I have ordered some ice cream and they're like, "Sorry, it's broken." Go to another McDonald's because they're not far apart.
Oh,
Sorry, it's
I,
broken.
you know what,
Go
Aiko?
to
I have one thing to
another
say to
one.
you.
Uh-huh.
Excuse me, I have one thing to say to you. I have one thing. Are you ready for it? Are you ready to hear what I have to say to you?
Not
You
really.
are the weakest link. Goodbye.
And that's the end of our podcast, everybody. I'm kidding.
But oh,
That's got to be the worst insult I have ever received.
I
No,
just
I'm
had
kidding.
it. Um, I,
No, like when they do have
Somehow
their
I
ice cream thing
seriously
fixed, I
doubt it.
love their stuff. But like I did work for Fazoli's, and like they kept the cakes in the cooler. That's how they did it.
No. Yeah, no. Nice. Mm-mm. Well, yeah, I think if you
Where's
put it in the
cheesecake
fridge,
go?
it keeps it longer and shit.
Well, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. And like
Not a fan
not
of
a lot of people
boys,
bought
but
it.
I can't. Uh,
Yeah, not a lot of people bought it. So like we had to get rid of it within like a week still.
Exactly. Yeah. It's amazing how people don't love chocolate cake as much as I do. It shocks me when I tell people how much I love cake and they're just oh, I just like cake. I'm not in love with it. I wouldn't marry a cake or roll around on it. I'm like, honestly can't understand why somebody wouldn't want to roll in chocolate cake. I'm like, other people think it's okay to like roll around in vats of like Jello and stuff. I'm like, well, I'd roll around in a vat of chocolate cake.
Right.
That's
just put
fine.
just put me
Yeah.
in the vat of cake mix and add the frosting to it and mix it all up. I'll eat that. It doesn't
I
even
know, right? Oh my God. Nice smooth chocolate buttercream. Oh yeah. So make it nice and
right?
chocolatey with a good type of chocolate, not cheap chocolate.
Yeah,
Yeah.
delicious.
Yeah. Yeah. Ingredients matter. Ingredients
Oh,
matter.
and
They
Rachel
matter. They
said
matter.
got
They
you
matter.
boo,
Oh,
by the way. I forgot to switch over to YouTube, but Rachel commented. She says she's got you on the Jersey Mike sub.
aw. Oh, Rachel. Yes. Jersey Mike's. Yes. Just get the toppings on the side. We'll throw down when you get up here and I'll cook you a roast and it'll be great. I'll trade you a roast for a sub.
Wow. That's a big trade. Oh, and by the way, since you are
I think
watching, I will hopefully, if I get this job tomorrow, I will be able to send you guys the pecans because I still haven't sent them. So
I can
they
send
will
you
be
some
arriving.
money for shipping.
Nah, I'm getting a job
I can send
tomorrow. I'm getting a
something.
very good job tomorrow. I'm good. I am set. 18-20 an hour,
Fun. Positive stuff.
$27 an hour for overtime. And hey, here's the best part. I think that this is one of those companies where overtime is anything over 8 hours in the day. So if I work 9 hours, that's an hour of overtime. If I work 10 hours in one day, that's 2 hours of overtime. That's
Yeah.
$54,
Yes.
$54.60 for 2 hours.
Okay. So it's rude to talk about money in front of other people. That's
Well,
so
hey,
rude.
hey,
You
hey, hey,
can't
hey,
do that.
hey, I'm excited because I'll finally be able to actually make a living and I'll be able to get out of my parents' house because Florida is expensive.
Yes. It's expensive. Yes. And that'll be great. Honestly, it will be, and I'll be happy for you for sure. For sure.
I mean,
You
I did
definitely
find some
need
rooms for
this
rent
job,
there.
and yes, a room for rent.
But
I have a friend who actually just moved to the area. Maybe you guys could get a place together, like a bachelor pad per se.
tell give him if he's down, give him my number, or we'll talk it out. I'd rather at least get
There
to
you
know a
go.
person
I was
before
trying
just
to.
jumping down into a hole with someone that I don't
Well,
know.
yeah.
So obviously,
Come on. He's a fellow Gemini. Non-judgmental sort. Getting back on his feet. It's a rough time up here in Michigan. But anywho, we are supposed to be talking about fast food fiesta and
obsessions.
fast food obsession.
Yeah,
And clearly,
guys, we're
we
at
both have
33
some
minutes
serious
and 30 seconds.
obsessions with fast food.
We've talked about
And
fast
we've
food,
talked about pretty much,
vampires, and everything else
yeah.
in between. Classic everyday
I
talks
always say,
fashion. We are not going to stay on topic for more than a few minutes at a time, if you're
pain.
lucky.
But listen, have you ever seen like pictures from the 1940s of children with the Easter Bunny? Do you ever see pictures of their interpretation of the Easter Bunny in like the 30s and the 40s?
Dude,
How
those
scary
things are
that bunny looked and why all
freaking
those kids were screaming.
terrifying. Those things were terrifying. I
I
freaking
know.
love
I mean,
it,
it looked
though.
like a red rabbit. I'm like, oh my God, that's not Bugs Bunny even. I'm like, that thing looked rabid. I'd be screaming too. Every picture you see from that time period with kids on Easter Bunny's lap and they're all screaming. And I'm like, oh my God, why did it take so long for parents to figure out the bunny was scary? I just want to know.
Well, I mean, nowadays, if you look at how well they can make a horror movie, and actually make it scary with CGI and everything, I mean, I still look at the puppets
Did
from
you
the
just
olden
say a
days, and it
horror
just
movie?
creeps me the hell out because I'm someone who
You said
hates
horror movie.
dolls. I hate dolls with a passion, especially the
Note to
realistic
self
looking
for
ones.
Christmas. Getting you a Chucky doll. Yeah, I'm getting you a realistic doll. I'm getting from that Bradley guy. Was
I'm
that
gonna.
Thomas Bradley or something? I'm gonna
I
get you
already
one of
know
the
how to
purple dolls.
scare the absolute shit out of you with that too.
Oh,
I'm
you
gonna.
know what? I'm gonna get you the doll that talks, and when you open it up, it's gonna say Uncle Aiko, Uncle Aiko, Uncle Aiko.
I'm gonna
Yes.
reprogram it. I'm gonna put blood on it, literal blood. Just prick my finger with a needle, send it back to you. It's gonna go. The job is done. The job is done.
OMG, OMG. We're never gonna. You know what? You know, I thought once we become rich, we could celebrate by going on a cruise, but I don't think we can now.
Wait, what? How does that have any correlation
Yeah.
to you trying to scare the shit out of me with a doll that I'm thus gonna use
Well,
to scare the shit out of
because
you?
because I was thinking now I want to push you off the balcony of a cruise ship.
You know what? I'm just going to bring one of those. What is it called? Harnesses. There we go.
A what?
And
A
a
virus?
harness. Anytime
A
that we get
heart?
close to the edge of the ship, I'm gonna lock myself on it, and I'm gonna be the one with the key. You can't unlock this.
I can still push you over. You'll just dangle over the side of the cruise ship.
Yeah, and then I'll climb
Here
back
we
up
are.
by the rope. I'm not stupid. I can. Hey, I still to this day I may be out of shape, but I can climb a rope with just my hands. And because I have the key to
I can,
unlock the latch, you won't be able to push me
what
off.
if I'll set the rope on fire? This rope is on fire.
It's made out.
Yeah,
You know
burn your
that.
hands. You're
Yeah, yeah. That doesn't really work out when it's made out of metal
oh.
wires. Yeah, your
Oh, well
harness
then I'll
isn't just
order
rope.
drinks on your face. I'll drizzle like tequila sunrises on your face. Yeah, while you're trying to climb the rope, I'll just drizzle drinks down on you.
And then they'll put you in the brig of the ship, and I'm just gonna enjoy the rest of my time on the cruise. I'll take pictures so that when you actually
True.
get let out of jail, you'll be able to see what
Prison.
really happened.
Yeah, I've never been to jail. I think if I was going to go to jail, I think I'd want to go to jail on a cruise ship because I mean, like, it'd probably be the least scary jail you'll ever go to.
Well, yeah, but I mean, I don't think you could to eat all the good food. You're still gonna be in a jail. They're probably gonna give you the crap that they feed anyone else. They'll be like, hey, yeah, this was burned, and we can't really serve it to the customers. And since you're in prison right now, here you
Yeah, I
go.
think that's still people are innocent until proven guilty by a court of law.
Yeah, well, that's really
So
great because
you
cruise
do good
ships these
for.
days actually have cameras on them, so they're gonna know. Not only will they
I'll
have
just spend some time
they
in
will
and
have me
press roulette.
testifying against you. They will also have video proof that you did exactly that.
You know what? You know what's going to happen if that ever happened? I would defend myself in court and I would wreck you on the stand and make you cry.
Wait, you would what?
Yeah. I'm
No,
going to defend
I
myself in
really
court and
actually
be
didn't
my
hear you.
own. And then I'm going to wreck you on the stand. I'm going to
Wreck
get you
me?
all confused and you won't even know what actually happened. You'll think I was the one at the end of the rope by the time I'm done.
Yeah, that's not how that works. Especially when my lawyer gets up there with the video evidence and goes, clearly. Plus,
I'm going to create
hey,
CGI me
you have.
dangling from the rope and provide my own evidence.
to be the most hilariously stupid looking video on the face of the planet CGI because you just learned how to do it. I would love to try that though. That would be freaking amazing. I found this game maker
Well,
and I
maybe
really
you
want
do
it.
it for me.
You can make your own games. You can make 2D or 3D games.
Yeah,
And so I was like,
I want a
okay, I
sewing
put it in
machine.
my wish list and I started watching tutorial videos on it because I was like, okay, I want to see how this is. And the first thing he points out is, well, yeah, if you want to make your own characters, you're going to have to use Blender. And I just turned off the video and went, never mind. Because that means you have
Oh,
to go
Lord.
in the
I
same thing that people use to make avatars for VR chat. Basically, you literally sculpt
have,
the avatar out of it and give it movement and stuff. I'm like, I still don't know anything about how to do that. And there's like several 2 or 3 hour videos from people that know how to do it. And there's like 10 to 20 episodes of that.
okay,
I'm like, I don't feel like wasting the next entire week trying to just figure out the
right,
basics of it. I'd rather just pay someone to make
right,
me the avatars and tell them what I want. It'll take them some time, but they already know how
okay.
to do it.
Right. Cool. There's three things in this world that I want. I'm going to tell you what they are right now. Are you ready for this?
Uh-huh.
You are?
Sex,
I
money,
want
and
an
drugs.
apricot standard. No. Um, no. I think it's sex, drugs, and rock and roll, but no, that's not what I. No, I want an apricot standard poodle, an air fryer, and a sewing machine.
Huh.
Boom. Those are the three things in the world that I want the most. And world peace.
Yeah, if only. That would be great.
I
I
just
would love that
totally
too.
left you speechless. Like, how'd that happen? You like had no speech left in you.
What? I was thinking
Like
actually,
you
like, what
didn't
are
even
the
have to
top three
good.
minute? No, for me, I was actually thinking, like, what are the top three things I want? I'm like, I don't even know. I really wanted a better
What?
computer, and I've already got that, so like, I'm set on that. All I really think I like
Okay.
really bad want right now for anything is to get that
Is
C-type plug for this computer because it doesn't have one. That's the only thing I can think of that I like really
okay.
want right now, and to move out. Get this job, move out, and that C-type
That's
plug.
two.
Those are the three things.
One more thing.
No, those are three things. Get
Don't
this
you want
job.
like a Lamborghini?
I said get
What
this.
about a
No.
Lamborghini? You don't want a Lamborghini?
Why the fuck would I want a Lamborghini? My car already cost me $200 for insurance alone, and it's a $400 payment. Hell no. A
Oh,
Lamborghini? Are you kidding me?
that's
Let's
because
see. Here, you know what?
I want.
Let's do the
I want
math.
a Lamborghini,
Let's do the math on that real quick. I'm curious. Let's see. So a Lamborghini
dude.
costs how much? Let me Google that. I'm gonna
I
do the
don't
math on
know,
this.
couple
How
hundred
much
thousand
is
dollars.
a
Say,
Lamborghini?
let's say 175,000. 175,000. I'm guessing.
It's a Hurricane starts at around 210,000. That's one of the cheaper ones. Okay, let's just do the cheaper
Oh,
one. Let's just do the cheaper
chump
one.
change.
So let's see.
No, let's get the expensive one. We might as well go all the way. Let's
Fine,
get the hurricane.
500,000
The hurricane.
divided by it's you can get up to like a
Oh,
10 or is it a 10 or a 20-year lease or what I forget.
I think they're
I
giving
forget
you
what I
a
have with my car.
20-year loan. Do you think they give you a 20-year loan on a car?
I know that mine's like
Do you
10, so
really
let's
think they
assume it's 10. Let's assume it's 10. So divided by 10
10-year
equals
loan on your car?
divided by 12
What the
equals
hell?
that would be
What?
four. Hey,
Okay,
hey,
let's talk
hey,
about
for
this.
10 years, that would be $4,166 a month for a $500,000 car.
Chump change. You can do it one day. I have faith in you.
I'm going to be looking at
Yeah, I'm
making
gonna come.
$2,600 a month. That's half of what this I just
Well,
came up with for a Lamborghini.
job. All you need is that job plus two more, and you can do it. I have faith.
So what about our podcast?
Dear McDonald's, we totally need you to sponsor us. And dear Elon Musk, we still love you. One
Dear
day when I can afford
anybody,
an electric car,
dear
I'll buy a
any
Tesla.
company that is big and amazing, game creators, anybody, food especially, Walmart, anybody,
Jersey Mike.
please sponsor us, even
Jersey
if you do
Mike.
it all at the same time. Thank you.
Number 7, Jersey Mike, turkey and provolone. I like that one. Yes, I do. Sh- I can't. I love Jersey Mike's.
I actually really liked
Mm-hmm.
what is it called?
Yipperty doodle.
What was that one called? It started with a Q.
Subway.
Uh,
Oh, Quiznos.
Quiznos.
Oh, yes.
Yeah,
Yes. Prime rib and popcorn.
dude,
That
it's been
sandwich was off the
so long
chain.
since I've had them. I don't even remember. I know that we were really big on it. Um, the family got it with some
Yeah.
friends back in Arizona, so it's been at least 16 years since I've had Quiznos.
People up here didn't like Quiznos. They like all closed down up here. There's like no Quiznos left. I
Jeez.
can't tell you where the closest Quiznos is to me. It's crazy. I loved Quiznos. That prime rib and peppercorn was off the chain good. I loved that sauce.
I don't even know
Holy
what I
moly.
got there, but it was amazing. I loved it so much, and I want it really bad right now. And I don't even know what it is. You know what? Real quick, I'm gonna see if there is one
Oh
here.
yeah.
I'm gonna see if we
I'll
have
check.
one.
I hate to say it, but
No.
is their wraps. I don't like their bread. I don't like their lunch meat. I just get that little chicken in there with some Caesar and put it in a spinach wrap and call it a day.
So I think the nearest one to
And
me is
that's
in
a,
Jacksonville. That's at least
it is
30
in
to 40 minutes.
Nashville.
Jacksonville.
Oh, yeah, there used to be a Quiznos right around the corner in Orange Park where I lived, right around the corner because I lived at Wells and Blanding. And I know there was a Quiznos over there next to near the nail salon because I used to get my nails did over there. Yeah. Yeah, there was a
Okay,
Panera Bread
so
over there too. I
this
used to stop and get a
Quiznos
morning bagel.
is smack dab in like the center of Jacksonville, by the looks of it.
Smack dab.
Yeah, like
Hey,
directly
dude,
in
you're
the
cutting
center.
out. What is going on?
I don't know.
There you are. Now you're clear. What is going on with your speaker, man? You were cutting out.
I don't know.
Is it you or me?
I mean, if you're the one hearing me do it, it might be on my end. It could be you though too. If your connection's bad, it might cut me off. If my connection's bad, it could cut me off. But everything I have has full bars, so I don't know. It could be me.
Well, the good news is it's either you or me, so it can't be anything else. We're halfway to a solution. Woo!
Lisa, I killed you 2 years ago. Stop messing with my internet. Oh, I wasn't
Lord
supposed to
have
say that. I'm
mercy.
kidding. Haunted by the
Dear
ghost of Lisa.
FBI.
I can't actually. Oh, actually, you know what? I was about to say like that's the first name that came to mind that I don't think I've actually really known anybody. But now that I think about it, I worked with someone named Lisa at Waffle House.
Okay,
No, I did not
okay.
kill
I
her.
never got to eat this.
I did not hurt anybody.
I ate one. We don't know that for fact. Dear FBI, Aiko needs to be checked out real good. Probably a body cavity check.
Dear FBI,
Check for
Psycho
theft.
is not called Psycho for no reason.
Anybody who knows me well knows that is fact.
The
I can
fact that
pop it
you're
off and
agreeing with it is only solidifying the reason that the FBI should come check you out. I have no criminal history, and I continue to keep it that way because I haven't done anything like that in my life. I don't hurt people. I'm always the guy that if I ever got in a fight in school, I was the one that ran away because
what? You ran?
yeah, I just ran because hey, check this out. I don't get hurt. No one gets hurt, and the moment that I'm in range of the teachers or anybody, they can't do anything. I played it smart. My teacher was like, he already knows when
Oh,
I did martial
no.
arts. In fact, when my teacher went in for his master's belt degree for his testing for that, he had to spar like 20 people at the same time, and they had bow staffs and nunchucks and stuff. And he ran out the door, shut
Mm-mm.
it, and held it closed.
Yeah, not
He
me. I was a
does.
fighting fool. Teachers stopped me. I wasn't a fighting fool. I got bullied. I was bullied in my ninth grade in
Me
high
too.
school.
Well, not
I
ninth grade, but I
yeah, at the
homeschooled.
end of the school year, yeah, by the end of the school year, I had had enough, and I turned around and whooped that girl's ass and got in big, big trouble. Big, big trouble. Yeah, it was no good.
Oof.
Yeah, that was my ninth grade. Got me one of those little reputations. For the most part, people left me alone after that. But I don't recommend getting in fights. But sometimes when you're dealing with violent people, you have to get violent. It's just sad. But more about fast food. But oh yeah, what got me in trouble was the fact that I hit two teachers too when they tried to pull me off the girl. And I was little. I was little but squirrely. Anywho, um, yeah, so I lived in Jacksonville. There was all kinds of food like that we had never seen, like slow bones, and there was crystals. We never had crystals, Whataburger, Sonic. We had never had any of those brands. So that was really cool to go to such a large city and have so many fast food options. And the options anymore are endless. And you can go to any different part of the country and find like different fast food that you don't have where you come from. Like other places have this place called Del Taco. I'd like to give it a shot. Have you had Del Taco?
It's been a while. I think we
I
had
go.
both in Tennessee, but I think I mostly actually, yeah, it's been a while. It's just been a while. I had to think about that for a
So you
second.
have had Del
Oh
Taco.
yeah, we had both in
What about
Arizona. That's what I'm thinking.
Bojangles?
So it's been a long time. Yeah, but what about what?
Yeah, they got places like Bojangles. I think they do chicken, or uh, Jack in the Box. Yeah, those ones. Mm-hmm.
I used to love Jack in the Box. I remember when they had it wasn't Mad Max. It was some other like toy that they had when I was like a little kid, and I loved it.
So 10 years ago.
And I remember going fishing with my grandpa, and I dropped it in the lake,
Aw.
and I was so
Oh no.
mad, and I was in tears over it because I was just little, and I was so upset about it. I didn't want to go fishing again.
Aw, poor Aiko. That's sad.
Eh. My mom,
That is
well, I mean,
super
when I
duper
had
sad.
when I had Bionicles, the Legos that and stuff, I used to like hold them out the window like they were flying when I was a kid. And mom was like, "You better not do that. If you drop it, we're not going back to get it." I pull it in close and roll the window up. I was like, "Ah,
My youngest, when he was little, chucked his shoes out the window once.
oh no."
Yeah. Yeah. He hated wearing shoes. Every time I'd put him in the cart at the grocery store, set him down in a high chair at a restaurant, anywhere we went, he'd whip them damn shoes off every time. But we were in the car, he'd chuck them suckers right out the window. That kid was something. Let me
just
tell you,
get,
he hated them
just get him
shoes.
some boots. He'll never be able to take them off if you can tie them. If you can tie the laces tight enough.
I'm putting shoes on him. I'm like, screw it. He's not gonna wear them. Finally, he outgrew that and decided he wanted to wear shoes like his big brother, but it took a minute. But yeah, he would take them off. We'd be in the grocery store, and he would just pull his shoes off and chuck them. But oh man, we were at the grocery store one time. This is so embarrassing. I'll tell you the whole story. So we were there, and some older lady walked up to him and wanted to admire his cuteness because he was a cute baby. He had his little big round head, and he was just so dang cute. He was cute, and all
Oh.
parents think their kids are cute, but I legit that kid was cute. But anyway, she had big boobs, big boobs. He reached his hands out and went honk honk. I was like, oh my god. He was a breastfed baby. He liked her boobs.
Oh my god.
Yes.
I can
I
happily
don't care
say
who
that
you are.
I did not do that as a child. I talked to everybody. as a kid. I was the friendliest child ever.
Oh, you still are. You're like
Uh,
super friendly. That's how I met
I mean,
Fairbrand
yeah,
land.
yeah, but
We
in
need.
comparison, yeah, my parents are kind of right. I really did like go south on that one. But I think that has a lot to do with like one, I grew up being bullied a lot. Two,
Yeah.
people have let me down a lot, and like I always give people not just second chances or third chances or fourth chances. I give them 5 billionth chances in a lot of cases. At least I used to
Do you?
and stuff. So I would always get like hurt or something, and I just started backing away from people.
Well,
You
how
know,
many chances am I on now? I'm just curious. Where am I at on
I
the
mean, one
scale, the
more and we're
ladder of
done.
chances?
I'm kidding.
Oh
No,
shit!
no,
I'm working on it now.
no. We haven't
Working
had
on
anything
the
like
plan.
that. You haven't like gone out of your way to just blandly and strictly insult me. I mean,
Oh,
you and I make fun of each other, but that's one thing. We understand that about one
yeah.
another, and we just do it because yeah, both of us laugh at it.
Yeah. And that's a fact. I'm like, you have, first off, I'm of the belief that you have to be able to laugh at yourself
Oh
in
yeah,
order to get through this life. Life is tough enough already. You don't have to make it harder on yourself if you don't. If you want like to give yourself a little bit of break. So my
yeah,
humor is it tends to be self-depreciating or sarcastic, and that's just a like a response mechanism to all the crap that comes at you,
true.
through the day.
So hey,
Yeah, you
real
just
quick,
literally just have to have good attitude.
should we go on for 4 more minutes and make this an hour?
We might as well. I mean, like, what's 4 more minutes at this point?
I,
My
I
dog is over
I
here, like,
just
you've been saying McDonald's. Now she's
yeah.
like ready to roll.
I just switched it back over to Twitch because that one shows the time and it says 56 minutes and 25 seconds now.
Oh no! So we got 3.5 minutes
I,
left.
I love
What
that
do we talk
YouTube.
about in three
Hey,
and a
check
half
this out.
minutes?
I love that YouTube literally says right here. I'm watching the stream right, and it goes started streaming 72 seconds ago. No, it
Sweet.
didn't.
So we
I've
don't
been
even know where
doing.
we're at. We've
No,
only been
it
on for
does that
72
with
seconds.
everything. It does that with everything because I do the same thing when I streamed Lego Star Wars on my channel and stuff. And I keep an eye on the chat and everything on my laptop so that I can see if
Yeah,
anyone's watching. Well, it would be I would be like an
that's
hour and a half into the video and it's like started streaming 16 minutes ago. No, I didn't. What? No.
I have something. Why don't we talk about like some of the things we have coming up? Like we had discussed possibly going into VR and recording there in our avatars.
Yes.
Um so we might do a and we'll have all of our friends there from VR in the room. Rachel, you guys need to get an Oculus, please. So you can join us. Um
Or use a computer. That works
and
too.
yeah, you can join us on the computer. But it's more fun in Oculus because you're like literally in there, you're a living cartoon, which by the way, I enjoy. I'll tell you what, when we last went into VR, I had a really good time flying those planes. That I had missed that. I didn't realize how
Yeah.
much.
See, I told you it would be good
Yeah.
to get back
I
into
need
VR. You really were kind of a good amount against it for a while. I know why. Don't get me wrong. But since we left that psychopath behind, things have been better. So there we go. It's a win-win. You go back in, you have fun, you hang out with
I
the
just
friends you know.
I- yeah. It got a little bit too dramatic for me. I'm like, I lost all my joy in it. I feel really bad. I'm like, but you can get mixed up with people who
Or just
just
like
weren't
into
good for
careful.
your own mental health. And yeah, it just makes my heart hurt because you think that you meet some people and you take them at face value and then they show you something different.
Yep.
Oh, I got sad. Oh, time to cheer myself up with some chocolate cake.
I've been eating
Dear
sweet
McDonald's,
tarts
if
this
I
whole
might
time.
recommend chocolate cake on your menu, say who now what? What was that?
I said I've been having sweet tarts like this whole time.
Aiko.
What?
Yeah. Oh my God, do you still have sweet tarts? You
Yeah,
still have sweet
I bought
tarts.
2 big bags of them. I still have a whole bag,
Oh my.
and I bought them yesterday, and I've already finished the whole bag. Oh my god! Or did I buy them the day
Mm-mm.
before? It was Friday, Saturday.
I know you were eating them yesterday. When we talked, you were eating them.
Yeah.
You were getting, I made no bake cookies. I'm like, I've been eating those, but I had to quit eating the no bake cookies because they upset my stomach. Like, oh Lord, baby, I'm just getting to that point where I gotta eat healthier. I mean, I'm gonna eat more salads, pretty much on hamburgers, but
Well,
hey,
eat meat,
salad
eat
nonetheless.
salad, eat veggies. It's all good for you in the end. You just have to not
Mhm.
eat as many sweets as I do. I'm probably gonna have to back off on that eventually too. But all right,
Yeah,
guys,
I
that
gotta
puts
quit
us
the
at an
sweet. But
hour,
good.
and I think we're gonna have to call it here for now. Oh, speaking of, real quick, once we start getting people into the mix more, I think we should go for between 1 hour and an hour and 15 minutes, because that way, like, we can do a little bit
Um,
of a talk that gives them a
com-
little bit more time to put in things in and stuff. Whereas if it's just the two of us, we should keep
audience,
it
let's
between
ask
30
our
and
fans.
45.
Audience, let us know in the comments if you think we should go a little bit longer. We'd appreciate your input, and we
That'd be
can if
great.
you would like it, or we could keep it short. Let us know what you like.
All right.
Give us some ideas of things to talk about. Maybe we'll talk about it next show, which will be either Tuesday or Wednesday. We're not certain yet.
We could even do one tomorrow because I only have the interview at 1:30 right now. I don't know when they'll start me for the job if I
Okay.
get it. So, um,
Okay.
yeah. So yeah, we'll figure it out. If I assume they probably won't
Yeah, I'm
start me
sure I could do
immediately Tuesday, so
that.
let's do Tuesday. Anyway,
Okay. Well, yeah, let's get with each other later and set up the date and time, and we'll post that and let everybody know. And if you hit that reminder bell, it will let you know when we are getting ready to go live, or we are going live, or we're dropping new content.
yes,
So with that being said, thank you for joining us with Everyday Talks with
Aiko
and
and
Psycho.
all right, guys.